Lisa Brown with Ink and Inspirations, and in this video we're going to be putting together a card made with this beautiful bundle from the new Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. It's the Ribbon of Courage stamp set and coordinating framelits, and the sentiments are beautiful, and of course the support ribbons are very nice for when you need to make a card for someone, an encouraging card, a card just to let someone know you're thinking of them. So to get started, I've done a lot of the prep work, but let me just go through step by step on this part. I have a piece of Night of Navy cardstock cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2 for the base. Now, for the first layer coming up, I have a piece of Whisper White. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and you can see that beautiful texture there. That was made by this new Dynamic Textured Impressions embossing folder called Ruffled, and I just love it. It makes a really, really pretty embossed, dry embossed look. And before we attach that to the base, I'm taking some of this 1/8 inch. Let's see how I want this to look. I stopped midstream, I know, but 1/8 inch silver metallic ribbon. And I'm going to use just a piece of the tear and tape without pulling off the paper backing to adhere it to the back of this layer. And then I'm going to take it and just roll it around 3 times just to give a ribbon accent without tying a bow. Okay. I'm going to take my ribbon scissors and just cut that. And then let's go ahead and take another piece of tear and tape, if I can find the end of it here, and adhere it, that other ribbon end, to the back of the card. Okay, that should hold that well. And I'm just going to kind of spread that a little bit apart and adhere that to the card front. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I like to use the multi-purpose liquid glue when I have a textured piece. It seems to fill in those little grooves if there's some, and is a little forgiving in case you need to wiggle it around a little bit. So there we have that, and there's the basis of our card base. Now, here are the 2 ribbons. I stamped this one with a pretty little colorful, the little detailed floral image on the ribbon, and then I cut a plain support ribbon out, and I'm going to just overlay those like that. I added the Night of Navy behind it so that this top support ribbon would stand out against that white background. Okay. Now we'll let that set a bit, and we're going to take these other 2 layers here. I have a Whisper White piece cut at 3 by 4 and another Night of Navy piece cut at 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And normally I would layer these just like that, but we're going to add a little bit of interest to the card, and I'm going to angle these pieces. And so let's just attach this one like this. And then we're going to take the Whisper White piece and angle that the other way over top. Okay, that's ready to go. So we can take, and our ribbon is going to go there. And then I have the sentiment that I've chosen, Sending Love and Hugs to You, and this was stamped in Night of Navy ink on Whisper White cardstock and punched with a 1 1/2 inch circle punch. This is a Night of Navy cardstock circle punched with a 1 3/4 inch circle punch, and let's just layer those over top. And I'm just going to position before I glue anything down. And now I love these detailed floral and leaf cutouts that are also within this framelit set. And I think it's perfect because if you don't need to use a support ribbon, you could just use hearts and flowers on a card with some of these beautiful sentiments. So I don't want the flowers to be white, but I didn't want them really bold in the cardstock colors. So I decided to just sponge some color on them. So I'm taking my Night of Navy ink and a Stampin' Sponge, a little wedge of a Stampin' Sponge, and I'm just going to add color like this. Just brush it over, put a piece of scrap paper underneath so you don't get your work surface too inky, and you can apply more layers to make it bolder if you'd like. And now I'm going to take the leaf and my old olive ink and a different wedge and add color to it. Dab that on there and just add that color. Okay, let's move this out of the way and then we can look and see how we'd like to assemble this. Okay. I think I just want to add that like this with a little leaf like that. Okay, let's go ahead and put this down. All right, take the support ribbon, add a little bit of adhesive, and put that down. And you see how that Night of Navy behind it makes that white ribbon pop out. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and add my sentiment right here in this corner. And then let's take our fine tip glue and see if we can add a few little dots here to adhere this detailed piece. Maybe that will hold just right. So I'm going to overlap the sentiment there, and then I'll be able to slip this just slightly underneath the floral die cut, just like that. Now for a finishing touch, I'm going to add one of these faceted gems in clear in the center. And then that card is ready to send. On the inside, I'll just put another piece of Whisper White, maybe stamp one of the other sentiments on the inside, and it'll be ready to go. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Please visit InkandInspirations.com for more ideas, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.